G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So again, jumping straight into Go Battle League. So I've got into rank 8 and I've not been doing particularly well, and I have swapped up my team since getting here. So what I ran before getting here was the Azumarill, Reggie and Galvantula, and I have swapped that up. So I swapped to a Wigglytuff, and then I've swapped to a Meganium as well, just to see how things go. So I think the idea here is probably to switch those back, just because I got pretty settled with that team. I have been seeing a lot more grass types in the Great League since getting to rank 8, and I have found rank 8 has been a lot more difficult. So there was a massive difference between when I was in rank 7 for that set. Just a huge difference in what was going on between rank 7 and rank 8, and I've just got absolutely schooled since coming into rank 8. So I'm going to switch back up to, like I said, the Azumarill, Galvantula, and the Registeel, and we'll see how we go. So my worry is that in rank 8, everyone seems to be running, well, some form of anti-meta team, so I don't think this is a good idea, to be completely honest, and we'll see how we go. But I figure this is the team I used. I got used to it. I knew what to switch out to and what to switch into, so that might give me a little bit of an advantage, and it might help me a little bit. It also might mean that I see a whole bunch of Meganiums, and they absolutely hard counter both my Azumarill and my Reggie, because they'll be running good old Earthquake. So let's jump in. We'll see, well, first match, how that goes. So I'm really just hoping not for a Meganium lead. If I get a Meganium lead, I'm probably in trouble, let's be honest. Yeah, so let's wait for this match to actually start. Waiting. And any time now. So Ayala Gohan. Nope. So rejected. So let's jump back in and try again. So it was Ayala Gohan. Yeah, so different person. So that's interesting. So I don't know. There is a option to force quit when you see an opponent and it doesn't count as your loss. I don't know why anyone would do that against me. Okay, so we've got the Reggie in the lead, so that's okay. So let's see what happens here. So I think I need to know how to win this match, and I think it does depend on shield baiting, and I don't know that I need to use shields, so I'm not going to use this first one. I think I'm going to go straight into a hydro pump here. Yeah, so I've gone straight in for the hydro pump. Let's see if we get a shield. I really hope we don't, because that'll make it a lot easier. And we've got the shield, so that's a bit frustrating. So it would have been good to throw the ice beam there, burn the shield. So now I need to shield, because it's just going to take me too low to be able to get to another hydro. So let's shield this up. So they've got, so I'm not going to shield this. It's not going to take me out at this range, and I should be able to get to a hydro, and hopefully I'll be able to, let's see what they do. So I'm hoping they don't shield. If they don't shield this, then I'm in with a chance here. If they shield this, then I'm in all sorts of trouble. Okay, so I'm in all sorts of trouble. So this is really not ideal, because it's being able to farm me up there. Yeah, so that's not ideal at all. So do I go in with, so gone in with the Reggie, and we'll see. So I do think they're going to be throwing the Focus Blast. They know that there's no other option, so let's see. Yeah, so finally I picked a move right there. Wasn't able to call any of, get one through on them. So I'm going to throw, this now. So you see how this flash down goes. It shouldn't take out at this range, and well, okay, so they managed to get 2-1 at the same time. So a bit of over farming there has caused that, and they've managed to get the Focus Blast off, which is just, yeah, so that's not good. So this is pretty much good game right here. They've taken out 2 of my Pokemon, and, well, basically taken out 2 of my Pokemon, and I've got just over 1 left. So they've managed to get to the Ice Beam there first as well, which is not ideal. So let's see how much damage that does. So it's going to do sort of 2/3 of my damage. And then I don't know what they've got in the back. So they're obviously not going to shield, and I'm really hoping I can charge this down. And so instead, so it would have been really nice to be able to farm up some energy on that Azumarill and then throw the Bug Buzz on the Hypno there. Unfortunately, I can't do that. They've swapped out, which is the right play on their part, and there's no winning this game from here. So I'll throw that anyway, and we'll see what happens. So I actually did get pretty close to another Flash Cannon, but it honestly doesn't matter. So first game didn't go so well. Over farmed on my Registeel. I'm not sure how they managed to get to a Focus Blast, but I mean, they did, and that's pretty much what's cost me the game there. So, and they called my Hydros correctly as well. So, let's see what we get. So Shiftry, and so this is what I was expecting after the community day, a lot more Shiftry. So let's see what we get here. And they have got the Seed Bomb there, so it's not going to be doing too much damage against my Azumarill. I fully expect them to switch out. They haven't. So this is going to be the foul play that they'll throw here. And it is going to do a reasonable amount of damage. So and they've got to another one really quickly. So I think what I'm going to do is charge up and throw the Focus Blast. So shall I throw the Focus Blast? No. So I'm going to throw the Flash Cannon because I think they're going to shield this up anyway. Let's find out. And yeah, so they have thrown a shield up there, which works for me, and now I can hopefully get to another one. So the question is, do I shield this up? And yes, I do, because I want to get to another move. So I think what I'm going to do is, so they've thrown the Leaf Blade, which is brutal. I'm going to Focus Blast this. Let's see if I can take this out. I'm really hoping that I don't get a shield here. And I've used the second shield, so that's a really good shield on their part. And just swap to the Galvantula so they can't charge me down. So that is probably a bad move, to be honest, because now they can farm me with this Wigglytuff. So I'll throw this charge move. I should be able to get some damage off. I may be able to get to my second discharge before they can, and I can, so I can actually charge this one down, so happy days. Although this does leave me pretty precarious. I do have shields, but I've also got the Shiftry there. I'm going to be throwing that energy. So do I shield this or do I not? So I've not shielded, and it's not very effective, but it has still taken me out. So the question is, what do I do here? Does my Azumarill have energy? I don't think so. So let's jump in. And they've managed to get to another charge move so quickly. So that's the big strength of Shiftry and why I've used it in the past and liked it, because it just charges energy so quick. So unfortunately, that was able to take me out. Let's see. And they're able to get to another charge move before me. Another one. Just absolutely ridiculous. So that was a real waste of my Reggie there. Yeah, so brutal, absolutely brutal. So I would have preferred to use that time to get in there. So this is good game right here. There's no way I can get to, let's see, and even if I do get to my Hydro Pump, and we see MP Tide, and it got priority, so not gone too well for me. So being a Shadow, and it's not taking me out. Being Shadow, it's going to have less health. I still think this is probably only going to take 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the health of the Hypno down. Yeah, so it's taken it all very close. Let's see. It's going to be close, but the Hypno stopped attacking but still KO'd me. It looked like there. Anyway, it is what it is. So, yeah, so wasted that shield. Wasted the Registeel there. Although, had I not been able to throw the Registeel in, they would have been able to double attack with the double charge move on the Azumarill, and it would have taken me low anyway. So hard to say there. So I don't think that was the right move though. So let's get another one in. So last time I threw 2 Hydro Pumps and they shielded them both. So this time I'm going to change it up. So I'm probably going to throw a straight Hydro Pump, and I didn't shield the first one last time either, so I'm not going to shield this one. I'm hoping if I don't shield, they're going to be more likely to want to save their shields. Let's find out. I'm really hoping that they don't shield this up, because I think I'm just going to go Hydro Pump. So overcharge there a bit. So I wanted to go a little bit extra, because then they might think I'm just baiting and not hold up a shield. So I really hope to not. Yeah, and I've shielded. So of course I've shielded, which is not ideal. So I will match the shield now. And then, so the last one shielded twice, so I don't know whether the right move is to shield twice or not. So what I might do this time is throw the Ice Beam, and I feel like this is the wrong move, just because the last one double shielded. I don't think this one is going to. Normally you wouldn't double shield, and of course they haven't, so that's a bit frustrating. So do I shield or do I let it go? So I'm going to shield that up, which is potentially worrying, because I'm not going to be able to get to 2 Hydro Pumps and they can just shield this up. So I'm just going to throw the Ice Beam here, because they'll think I'm throwing the... Oh, so, and they haven't. Oh god, so this has not gone well, and I've managed to switch into a charge attack here. So this is that was really bad play, really bad play. Anyway, it's not going to do too much damage, and I've swapped into the Meganium there. So can I get? And they managed to get to their charge move first. So that can't be right. So they've managed to outpace me. Meganium in the Frenzy Plant, and they've outpaced me to my Bug Buzz. So right now, this is game over. There's nothing I can do here. I won't make it to this Ice Beam. Ooh, no, so won't make it to the... Oh, made it to the Ice Beam. So... And then they're just going to charge me down. So they'll shield this one up, and they do. And then... yeah, there's, with my Registeel in the back, and all of that energy on the Meganium, that's good game right there. So let's call that one. So I think that's the first game I've actually quit out of. So normally I'll stick them out to the end, but there really was absolutely no chance for me there. Absolutely no chance. So I wouldn't have even got to see their third Pokemon. There's no way I was taking out that Meganium, not with that much energy. Yeah, especially when I didn't have shield. So Wigglytuff versus Azumarill. So this is going to be an interesting one. So unfortunately, the Wigglytuff is going to be doing a lot of damage, just because the Azumarill is also Fairy typing. It doesn't actually resist Fairy. So I'm going to go throw straight into a Hydro Cannon and really hope I don't get a shield here. And man, people have been on point with their shielding. They've been shielding me hard. I can't manage to get a one of these heavy hitting moves through. They seem to shield them up, and then so the Registeel previously left the Ice Beams after shielding the Hydros. It's just mad. So let's switch this out. They're going to switch as well. Let's see what we've got. So we've got a Alolan Marowak, so that's not ideal. So there I probably should have just let the yeah, so I should have just let the Azumarill go down instead of getting switch locked in here with the Registeel. So that's probably my own fault. So a bit of a bad play there. I'm really hoping this is a Bone Club and not a Shadow Ball. So it is the Bone Club. It's going to be super effective, but it's still not going to be like one-shot me. So that's nice. So let's see if I can get to... So can't get there, but I think that's too quick to be a Shadow Ball. Let's find out. So another Bone Club there going through, takes me really low, and then I'll be able to get the Flash Cannon off, which is nice. It's not going to KO at this range, I don't think, just because it is resisted. So no, it doesn't KO, and then they're going to KO me in a couple of fast moves, farm me down there. I'll bring back in the Azumarill and throw straight into the Ice Beam there. Let's see if I get a shield here, or if it is going to... No, so no shield. So it's going to go straight down. So let's see what comes out. It is the Wigglytuff, and one move, fast move, farms me down there, which is really frustrating. Let's see what I can do here. So Wigglytuff has got to... its charge move. So that Wigglytuff is doing a lot better than when I was trying to use a Wigglytuff, but it is what it is. So let's see how they go here. So throwing the play rough, bit of lag there, but that's fine. So I think I'm just going to try and fast move farm this down, which is probably not a wise move because those play roughs just do a lot of damage. So let's see what we've got, and I've got double fairy. Wow, okay, so that I'm pretty sure has been a playlist that's been made popular by a YouTuber. So it's Fairy in the front to draw out the Registeel. You've got Alolan Marowak to then counter that Registeel that comes out for the first one, and then they bring out the second one to farm down whatever's left at the end. So yeah. Okay, so we've got a mirror match here. We'll see what we've each got. So I've been doing pretty poorly, which is, I guess, frustrating. Let's be honest, it is frustrating. No one likes to lose. So how this usually goes down is both people, so if they're running Hydro Pump, which I think they are, because they got there at the same time as me, if both people will no shield, and then it's basically who gets to the charge move. Who KOs first, who gets priority on the charge move at the end there. So let's see how this goes. So I'm hoping to try and steal a few extra bubbles in here between. So I may have got one extra there. I'm not 100% sure. I think I look like I'm on a little. Well, I don't know. Looks pretty similar in terms of health. So I'm going to throw one, and then and it looks like they've got an extra bubble in there, which is unfortunate. Let's throw this charge move and see how we go. So Hydro Pump it down. So the problem is, do you go straight for... So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam here. Let's see what they do. I'm hoping it's within range. Is it within range? Oh, it's not, but I managed to fast move them down, so that's good. Let's see what comes out here, and it's the Meganium, and it's gonna have... really would have liked to be able to get that Ice Beam off. So this is bad. So I'll bring this out because I really want it to switch. It's not switching, so I'll shield up this first one. It's probably the bait, let's be honest. They're just going to be baiting like crazy. The problem is with Meganium, if you fall for the baits, it's bad, and if you don't shield when you should, it's also really bad. So especially when it's got a energy advantage, this is really bad. So they've shielded that up, of course. So I'm hoping for another Frenzy Plant. Let's see. So it is the Frenzy Plant, so that's fine. So yeah, managed to get away with that one. Let's see what they do here. So what are they going to do? So let that one go through. So that's interesting. Let's see. So they're getting low on health. Let's see if they are baiting or if they're and they're baiting again. Wow. So they've just baited like crazy to get rid of all of my shields. Can I get to another? Oh, I can't get there. So we CMP tied and they got priority. This is going to be the Earthquake. Obviously, there's no shields left. They're going to throw an Earthquake, and I've not been able to get my own charge move off, which is really frustrating. They've got a shield. And I should be able to fast move farm this down, which I can't. So this game has been an absolute monster of a game, and just had absolutely no luck. Let's see what's in the back. It's an Alolan Alolan Raichu, so I'm only going to throw the Discharge because they'll shield this first one up. Got a shield in the bank. I would love to throw the Bug Buzz, but they're going to shield the first one up. Let's see. Oh, and then they're going to Wild Charge me, and that's good game right there. So that's really unfortunate. It's not very effective, but it's still going to take me out. It's just a beast of a move now that it's been buffed. So a really good baiting on that Meganium there, just to throw the... throw so many Frenzy Plants and just burn all my shields. Absolutely waste my shields there. And really got unlucky with... First, the Azumarill not being able to throw its charge move onto the Meganium, and then the Registeel not being able to throw its charge move onto the Meganium. So had I been able to get those charge moves off, it might have been different. And so jumping into another battle with a Wigglytuff here. So let's hope this one goes better than the last one. So everybody's been shielding up my first charge move on this Azumarill, so I'm just going to throw the Ice Beam and hope to get a shield. If I don't get a shield here, thank you. I finally managed to bait something with a shield. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shield this up myself and then go for the Hydro Pump, sorry. And hopefully and it's the Play Rough, so that's that 100% would have taken me out there. So I'll go straight for this Hydro Pump, and let's see if they want to go 2 shields into this. They very well may go 2 shields in, because that will get them switch advantage, and yeah, so they have gone 2 shields in, which is unfortunate for me. Would have been really nice to throw double ice moves there, but because I might have been able to get the second one off. And now jumping into the Reggie, and I'm just going to farm up a little bit of extra energy here, and so they have switched up. So what is the play? So I'm going to switch into my Galvantula, and I've managed to switch into a charge move, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's going to do less damage against the Galvantula because it is going to be resisted. So let's see what we can do. So I'm just going to throw this Discharge straight up because I do not want to have it be hit by another charge move. I can't afford all that chip damage, so this should and does take it out, which is nice. Let's see what comes back out. Is it going to be the Wigglytuff, or are we going to see what's left in the back? So okay, so that's an interesting one. So it is the it's an Altaria in the back, and that makes sense because you obviously do not want your Altaria matched up against my Registeel. They know that's there. So and I've not shielded that. Obviously they can't shield it. They haven't got any shields left. What an outrageous statement. So I tried to get that straight off. So they've got a Wigglytuff in the back. It's going to take a week to get to a charge move, so I will defend this Sky Attack, even though it's not going to do too much damage. I'm going to throw my charge move straight up. Would have been good to be able to take KO this before they got that charge move off, save the shield, but I should be able to. So this should be just the Play Rough, which is going to be resisted by the Registeel, and then I should be able to get to the Flash Cannon before they can charm me down, because obviously the charm's going to be resisted as well. So there we go. So I had to play 6 games there, but let's just make sure before I start celebrating. Yep, I had to play 6 games, but finally did get a win. So that's brutal. So absolutely brutal. So my play there wasn't the best, to be completely honest. Yeah, so that was not ideal play. So I think I could have got a win earlier in that set, but let's see how that goes for my rating. Brutal. 2107, down a lot. Absolutely brutal. So, I mean, it is what it is. You have good ones, you have bad ones. So I am going to swap this team up next game. I just don't think, with all the Meganium that I'm seeing now, I just don't think this team has the play. Especially when Meganium outpaced my Galvantula to its charge move, which really, really surprises me. I'm really surprised by that. So I don't know if I had a bit of a lag there or something. And a few of those games I was I got to my charge move and they just had priority and was able to take me out. So I got really unlucky on some of those games. Also had a bit of a poor play on some of them as well, but I mean, it is what it is. So I'll swap this up next time and see how we go. So that's it from me. Hopefully, well, I mean, I would say useful, but it really wasn't. I got absolutely smashed. So useful in the terms of do not do what you've just seen. Play better than that, because that was horrendous. But thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.